Welcome to Shom Achshav on the Daf. She responds to Lunishva Sam Yakosholom Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding Metzia Daf Lamed Aleph. Throughout a majority of the Daf, the Gemara comes to understand why the Torah sometimes has a double lashon, like Hashev Toshiv Chabol Tachboil. And the Gemara in the end of Mud Beis brings an opinion that says that Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom. The Torah speaks like human beings speak. And it comes up from our Gemara, and it's clearly in other places in Shas, that this is a Machlokes in the Gemara. Do we say Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom? Do we say that Torah spoke Keloshim Neodom? Or not, we don't say Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom. So to understand the Machlokes, let's first of all understand, what does it mean, Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom? I mean, the Torah is saying extra words, just because that's how human beings are speaking. So Rabbi Elio Dessler in the Michtam Elio Chalek Beis, page 151, says the Yesod, which many other Mefarshim bring in different ways, that the idea is that Torah came down to the world to be given to human beings. To explain a little bit more what he says, really, as the Ramban says in the beginning of Chumash, Kol HaTorah Shmo Yisrael HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the way the Torah is written, it really can be rewritten or reorganized to be all the names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the Torah. The reason the Torah appears the way it appears in our eyes is because the Torah came down to this world, and therefore it speaks also about mundane, technical things like a shorsh nogach sapara, a cow and an ox, and what people do when they plow their field. Meaning the Torah changed its form, the way it appears, the way it's nigle, once it comes down to Olam Hazeh. So the entire ruchnius of the Torah, Shmois Shakash Baruch Hu, Diburim Shel Makom, when it comes down to the world, comes to be given to human beings, it's translated to be in the language human beings understand, speaking about what human beings need to know and need to do. So that's what it means also, Dibra Torah Kolosh Riyotam. The Torah is speaking in the language of human beings. We're taking the high, lofty, ruchni part of Torah, bringing down to the world, the way it expresses itself is the way it connects human beings, and therefore the language is Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom. The Yismach Moshe from Satmar, in Parshas Achimois, takes this idea, and with this he goes to explain the Machlokes, if Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom or not. He brings a Medrash of Eiku Rabo, a Parsha Chabes, that there the Medrash brings a Machlokes Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbanon, and he explains this based on the Pirush of the Efed Toyar. The Machlokes is there anything in this world which is unnecessary? Was anything created in the world levatola? So explains the Yismach Moshe, not that anything was created for no reason, but there is a generic reason. It's here because there's many, many creatures, and then there's some creatures are included in this whole concept of the kloliustic creatures that come to the world. Or there's a very specific reason for every type of species why this is here in the world. Just we'll read the Lashon HaMedrash. Rabbi Yehuda Amar, Afil Dvarim Shatem Roim Yisro Lo'olam, anything that you see in the world which seems to be extra, Afhem Bechlal HaNoyosa Shel Olam Hem. They're here for a reason. And later Rabbanan says, no, Afil Dvarim Shatem Roim Bo'olam Miyutarim. You see, things are completely unnecessary. Kegoin Zvuvim Paroishim Yatushim, bringing different gnats. Afhem Bechlal Briyos Shalom. It's part of the creation of the world. Meaning, says Yisach Moshe, there is a kloliustic reason. Because God created the world in many, many different types of animals and species. Do we say that not everyone has a reason, at least a reason that we can understand? It's just more that's part of nature. And within nature, there's many things that are included. Or each creature that comes to the world has a specific reason why it's here. Says the Yisach Moshe, we know the world is a reflection of the Torah. It says this will be the Machlokes. If you hold in the world there are things that are not specifically needed, they're just part of the generic creation of the world. So also the Torah, there's some words which are unnecessary. They're just included in the language of the Torah, just to make the language easier to understand. But even in the world you see that everything is a necessity. There's a specific reason for every type of thing that is in the world. So also in the Torah, every single word is necessary. You don't say Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom. A nifladik pshat of the Yismach Moshe. And we'll end with a vart al Decha Chasidus is brought down in the Sefer Rimzei de Chochmos, a Sefer which was written approximately 100 years ago. And he says what it means, Dibra Torah Keloshim Neodom, means that Isarusa de Leilo comes from above, depends on what we do down here. The way people act here, that's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu acts with us. So when the Torah says patoyach tiftach or hoshev toshev, it means the more you are busy with aveda, the more you're busy in giving tzedakah, the more Kadosh Baruch Hu will give you tzedakah, the more Kadosh Baruch Hu will return the items to you. And that is the double lashon. What you're doing and what you're causing. You're hashiv, but tashiv. You're doing hashava, but then your hashava causes a bigger hashava from above. And that's what it means. Dibra Torah kilashav bnei adam. The Torah, referring to the Gila of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is based on what bnei adam do. Kilashav bnei adam, the more bnei adam do, that's a Torah is talking as well. The Torah is a reflection of what human beings are creating in the world. Kilashav bnei adam, the more people do, the more hashpah comes from above. Also a beautiful ideal of the Sefer Yimzei de Chochmasa. Anyone who wants to join the Shomachshava email list to what's go, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.